and we would like to welcome you here at the World Sub-Junior and Junior Powerlifting World Championships in Orlando, Florida. I'm Heinrich Jansen van Rensburg, and I'm with Bill.
Bill, not Bull.
Bill. Yeah. Speaking of Bill, Bill is one of our sponsors here in the IPF.
How was that for a transition?
Yeah. Also with Eleiko is one of our main sponsors, Eleiko and SBD. You'll see all the equipment and gear is being used from Eleiko. We have USA Powerlifting here. We've got Rogues, also one of our sponsors, Inzer Advanced Designs. And we also got Titan Support Systems.
Titan Support Systems. And bodybuilding.com. I don't think we mentioned them.
Yeah, I think they're one of the sponsors here for the event.
Yes. We actually have some vendors' booths here in the venue too. Have a Inzer booth, we have an SBD booth, and we have an SSP booth.
Yeah, SSP. We had an anti-doping seminar last night, and the owner of SSP also, gave us a speech and a little bit talk about nutrition and supplementation, for the fight against doping.
And the risk associated with some of the supplements that contain illegal drugs, let's say.
And we have more info on the IPF website if you want to go there and have a look at that. All right, it's the men's 105 kilogram today. We got 3 lifters in the sub-juniors from Japan, USA and Russia. And we got 5 lifters in the junior weight class. Ukraine, Germany, Chinese Taipei, Russia and Japan.
And this is, as Heinrich just said, this is the 105 kilo class. This is 231 pounds. This is the same class you're in, isn't it, Heinrich?
I'm 105, but I'm definitely not a junior.
Well, you're young compared to me, so quit complaining.
Okay, we have to note that the world records in squat here in sub-juniors is 335.5. And then the junior world record is 431 kilos.
Wow.
And that was set by Alexander Rubets from Ukraine at the Europeans this year, which was also at that time an open world record.
Uh-huh.
But then the open record got broken again at the World Games in Poland with 432 kilos.
Yes.
So we might, I don't know if we're going to see a world record here today. We'll see Kovalov from Ukraine opening on 372.5. And we've got Sen Yang from Chinese Taipei who's opening 390. So we'll see. Maybe there's a record coming.
And in the sub-juniors, our best opener is sitting at 290.
Yeah.
So got a ways to go. And you notice we have one of the big spotters moved in. They asked Big Mike Zawolinsky to become the back spotter here in this, because you're going to be seeing some big weights. I mean, we're starting over 500, which means that we have to have 5 spotters. And so the back spotter here, Big Mike Zawolinsky, is about 400 pounds himself.
Big Mike has been working behind the scenes so much this week.
Yeah, Big Mike runs a lot of the electronics and the streaming and the electronic hookup and database management, etc. He's also trying to get everything ready for the Raw Nationals coming up here, too.
You will see, one of the reasons they asked Big Mike to spot here is if you look at the bench press, openers, there's a 295.5 kilo opener from a Russian lifter.
Yeah, but ask Mike what his bench is.
340 kilos.
Yes.
But if you look at that 295, the world record is 295 standard. So I don't know.
Well, it's a standard, so we're going to have a chance for another one on those too.
All right, Wesley Brown here from the USA.
Yep.
He's the only lifter here today in the men's. The USA don't have any lifters in the juniors.
No, we don't. And Wesley, remember the weight class we said? This is 105. And we have Hashimoto from Japan is sitting at 98. And most of the lifters are around 104 plus. Wesley Brown is 101. Oh, no lift, too high. The head judge and the side judge. Jim Battenfield is on your left, and Nakatami is the chief referee. It'd be in the center, and then Gregor Nestor from Puerto Rico is on your right as you're looking at the screen. If you can see them, I don't know if you can see them necessarily.
Jury members is Arnie Smith, the TC chairman of the IPF. And you got the president of the IPF, Gaston Peraz, and Farshid Sultani is the Asian Powerlifting president.
Bars loaded. Ivan Kulikovsky.
And Ivan Kulikovsky from Russia. I apologize for my mispronunciation. That is if I mispronounce, that is. See, the racks, the uprights on the racks are tipped in so that they don't tick the weights as they're backing out.
Yeah, some lifters do that because of the way the position of the hands is on the bar. Sometimes you only see to have one rack in.
Yep.
That would actually be the smartest way. So when you walk out of the rack, then the weight doesn't hit the uprights.
That upright,
it doesn't throw you off balance.
And a lot of the lifters, like Heinrich was saying, they have the racks in so they can put their hands outside the rack, especially the supers. You'll see that. Okay.
Bars loaded.
We still have tomorrow the 120 and 120 plus lifters.
Oh yeah, that should be good.
Big boys. We got
Kevin
a
Jaeger.
large flight, right?
Yeah, we got Kevin Jaeger there from Germany. He's 120 plus.
Yep.
He's actually sitting there in front of us in the crowd, watching the lifters. Oh.
Yep, you're right.
Oh, that was a super fast squat from Simakin.
And got called out depth on that one.
This is good 2-1.
Even the slow-mo isn't slow enough for him.
On the replay, the cameras will allow it. They will show a slow motion view of it for you. Tim Litau from Germany, 23 years old. Personal best squat 332, and he's opening up at 327. Wow. Basically going to do his personal best here soon.
Jim Leito, Germany.
I mean, Leito is opening on 327.5. That's the weight he actually finished on last year at the World Juniors.
But
so he's opening on his best from last year at the Worlds.
What do you think? Maybe high?
No, that was deep enough. It was. He just didn't get that bounce.
2 pounds, the lift is good.
Still got 2 for 1. That's a good lift. As long as you get 2 white lights out of the 3, you're okay.
Danilo.
Jury reviews all the calls too. Danilo Kovalov from Ukraine.
He was the 2016 European Junior Champion. Bars loaded. 2014
Now,
European
Kovalov
Sub-Junior
got
Champion. This is Kovalov.
bronze medal last year at the World Champs. And the lifter just after him now, Sen Yang from China Taipei, he was second. So he got the second and third place here today, battling it out for who's going to win.
Oh, that was nice. Nice depth, lots of speed. Wow. Yes. Oh, wow, I'm a little surprised.
This is good 2-1.
We have seen a lot of 2-to-1 lifts here.
Yes, we have.
2 whites,
this
1 red.
session.
All right, loading the bar up to 390. for Sen Yang. He's the silver medalist from last year at the World Championships.
Notice that we are out of reds in the weight tree. We have no more reds. We still have blue and a yellow, though, so we're not going to run out of plates.
He squatted for 395 last year.
Silver medalist.
Stocky, really, really stocky. Big quads, big legs.
He's got a pretty big bench too.
Yes,
Opening
he does.
up on 270.
270.
This is 860
That's the second
pounds.
highest bench opener sitting in.
390 kilos.
Wow.
Wow.
Strong. Let's
Answer
see.
that phone.
Depth call again.
That's a good lift.
Another 2-to-1, Heinrich.
Another 2-to-1.
Yeah.
All right, we're starting the second attempts now.
Second attempts now.
I only have one left that didn't get an attempt, and that was Brown from the USA. He was high.
Yes. And he's retaking. No, he's not. He's moving up 10 kilos.
Sometimes when you don't hit depth on squat, maybe first or second attempt, you see, maybe I should put more weight on the bar
Yeah.
so you can get down.
It'll force me down.
Yeah.
And a lot of times that happens because their suits are so tight. It's an interesting exercise to get these suits on sometimes.
Masahiro.
You'll see lifters using plastic garbage bags to help put the suits on with, or they'll use saran wrap to put the suits on with, or the Inzer and Titan make what they call suit slippers too, to get them on with. Slick material so that the suits slide up, because they're still smaller in diameter than your legs, your quads are, for example. 507 pounds. Think about this. This is the lowest opener, or lowest second attempt, and it's over 500 pounds.
He was high.
Wow. And he's a sub-junior.
Yes.
16 years old.
Nice looking squat. Nice.
Well, Yamada beat the Racker man, so that's why it was a no lift for him.
There are two commands in the squat. There's the squat command when the side referees indicate he's in the proper starting position. And then when he completes the lift, knees locked, he gets the rack command. You're supposed to actually have your knees locked at the beginning, or you're not going to get the side referees to drop their arms. And you have to finish with your knees locked, too. Hashimoto. Rinsai Hashimoto from Japan. 275 kilos, 606. Jump right over 600 right off the bat.
Taz.
Little dip there at the bottom. See if they think he made depth. No.
Not good. He was high.
3 red lights. One referee used, I think that was a miss punch on his light. He put a 3 card, which would indicate downward motion on the ascent, probably, but I don't think he meant that. Okay, here, like you said, here comes Brown, Wesley Brown. He missed this on his opener, bumped it up 10 kilos.
It might have been a smart move on the coach's board.
See how this goes. Now that was deep enough.
That looked much better.
There was no question in my mind.
Oh.
I'm a little surprised at that call.
Let's look at this replay here.
Yeah. I'd say yes, that was deep enough.
All right, but he got the left, so he can move on. He did a 295 there. Probably only going up by 10 kilos, I would bet.
Yeah, I think so. Which would put him, say, 295. Kuliakovsky now is at 310.
But Kuliakovsky is chasing Brown down.
And the total.
For
the projection, yeah. Now, this is going to be one of the close contests here. They're both right now have a prognosis of 705. If you look on your screen, if you see in the lower right-hand corner, you should see a link. You can click on that link, and it'll get you over to the scoreboard, or scorecard, I guess. Kuliakovsky, Ivan, 310. £683.
That was a good lift. He was. You notice he was pretty upright when squatting there.
He made depth.
Yeah. You don't get a lot of upright squatters these days.
No, because they set the bar down on their back, and it makes them kind of lay over.
You know, arguably, you can say the best upright squatter in the IPF ever was Carl Christian Inga.
Yes.
Christensen from
Carl
Norway.
Christensen.
Yeah, he squatted the 490 kilos and, in a very, very upright position.
What amazed me about Carl was that he made the walkout look like a dream. You walk out with over 1,000 pounds, 400 and some kilos, and he walks out like it's nothing. Unbelievable squatter. Very, very upright stance. I saw him in, I think it was either Lithuania or Belarus just recently. He's lost a lot of weight. Boy, you weren't joking about how fast he squats.
Yeah?
Holy mackerel. Okay, he did not come up with that one. He's got another one shot at it. That was very, very fast squat. What I phrase as a dive bomb.
Tim Leitow, Germany, 340 kilos. Kovalov on deck, Yang in the hole.
Tim Leitow. He's been competing here 6 years, Tim has.
Bars loaded.
340 kilos. Yang has moved his up, by the way, just noticed, to 400 kilos.
That will be the first 400 of this meet.
Yes. I expect, though, tomorrow we'll probably get some more. How many lifters we got tomorrow? 17? Do you know?
I know it's 2 flights.
It is 2 flights, okay. Which means it's more than 14.
Give the spotters and loaders a round of applause.
Spotters and loaders, they are getting a workout today. Now, imagine loading 25 kilo plates for 6 days straight and having to pick them up every time.
I mean, they don't have to work out this week.
Actually,
They're already having their workout.
and ironically, a couple, 3 of them have been working out. I know Nikki did, I know Luke did, and I know...
Well, I was busy with the photos that you see on the IPF Facebook page, and
Yeah.
I believe you were still working out here last night. You and a few of the spotters last night.
Yeah. I shouldn't say anything, should I?
European Championship in 2014.
However, they're stronger than I am. Of course, they're 50 years younger, too. That was a fast squat, too.
That was fast. He got up a bit skewed. You see his left side was a little bit more down. He got 3 whites there.
Yep. Sometimes you see a lot in the deadlifts. Occasionally, you'll see what we call windmill, where they'll rotate. The bar will rotate circular, horizontally.
Yeah.
And it's because in the case of deadlifts, you've got one hand pronated, one hand supinated. Okay, here comes Sen Yang.
400 kilos. That's the first 400 kilos of the meet.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this
How
is
about
481
881 pounds? Sen Yang is from Chinese Taipei.
882 pounds.
How much is this? How does this compare to what he did last year?
He squatted 395 last year because he missed 404 kilos because he wanted to go for the junior record.
Oh.
So he squatted 395 on his second. Oh, that was good.
That looked very strong. You know, one of the things that's interesting to watch here is that the lifters, oftentimes their second and maybe even their third attempts, despite the fact that the weight's gone up, they actually look better on their second and third attempts oftentimes. Yeah. And it's like in some cases I think the weights are almost too light for them in their first, so they don't have the stability, they don't have necessarily the control. Yeah. And some instances I think maybe the suits are so dang tight that that affects them too.
All right. So Xin Yang just squatted 400 and was only 5 kilos underneath his personal best. I think he will put down 407.5 just to go for that because it's not near a world record. I'm going to go for.
I'm going to go for 10.
He's going for 7.5.
Oh, I missed. Heinrich and I have been playing little games here as to seeing who's going to be guessing the correct number that the person puts in. And what we're doing is basing it up on our visual impression of how the lift looked. But the lifter goes back and they talk with their coach, and the coach sometimes just makes a unilateral decision. Downloaded it now. We're at 230 kilos for Yamada. Nice looking.
That looked much better than his second.
And 3 white lights, too.
That was the first lift of the third round, yeah?
Yeah. Yep. And
8 lifters remaining.
Because we only have the 8 lifters in the flight, there will be a 20-minute break in between the squat and the bench. Just to give you a heads up. And the same break between bench and deadlift also.
It's such a great venue. A lot of stuff to see here. You know, the crowd has been wonderful the whole week.
We're getting a bigger crowd now when we get into the heavier lifters too. Okay, Hashimoto is your lifter, 275 kilos, 606 again. We're back over 600. This is the second lift into the...
Oh,
no lift.
That was just too heavy.
Yeah.
That was just plain too heavy.
No lift.
All right, now...
All right, this is the sub-juniors and the juniors. The sub-juniors is from day you turn 14 until the year that you are 18 years old.
Yep.
Then you're classified as a sub-junior. And the juniors are from the year that you turn 19 till the year that you turn 23.
23. Okay, this is Wesley Brown now. Wesley, remember, missed 285, then took 295, made it, and then he moved up to 307. This is a 12-kilo jump. And his last lift looked a lot more solid than his second, or his first, I mean. Looked great. This should be fairly comfortable for Wesley.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
What easy. And you know what? That's a personal best for him.
Really? And that's 3 white lights,
That
too.
is 3 white lights, personal best at the Worlds.
At the Worlds. And he has got a... This is going to be a close contest between him and Kuliakovsky.
Oh, very.
Very, very tight contest. And that helped him a lot. Now, here comes Kuliakovsky next, and he's moving it up 5 kilos. I think that Wesley Brown took a big increment to try and get close to Kuliakovsky here in the squat. Remember, they medal in each of the disciplines as well.
I think it paid off.
At that one, I agree with you. Yes, it did.
Well, I still need to see. Well, Ivan won the gold anyway in the squat. So he just puts up 5 kilos just to increase his total at the end.
At the end, yeah. Looking ahead, looking way ahead, you can actually start planning for the end of the competition on your second and third squat, and that's what I think Wesley Brown did. Oh, he's having to re-rack, 30 rack.
27 seconds on the clock.
Okay.
See how tight that knee wraps is. Oh, yes.
Yes, that looked good.
That was perfect form.
Yes. He does have a very upright squat, doesn't he? Very. Wesley Brown's wasn't a lot much different. They were both fairly upright.
And Brown and Klukowski at the moment, prognosis, 7.5 kilos difference between them.
Yes.
7.5 is not much.
And their bench is almost identical. So the difference is going to be when we see them come out and do the deadlift. I think that's where you'll see one of the two of them will move apart from each other. If that happens, a lot can happen between the squats and the end of the deads. 330 kilos, 727 pounds for
330 kilos.
Simakian.
727 pounds. This is a Jet Air rider.
Roman Simakian. This is the one that does the real fast squat, right?
Yeah. So when you watch this now, don't blink. Boop. Oh, no, he didn't get that.
Yeah.
Spotters and loaders around
Just too heavy.
Yep. He does.
I mean, he got depth from that one.
Yes, he did. He missed that now twice. 330 kilos. Okay. Tim Leitau from Germany is your lifter next. And he is retaking what he missed on his second attempt. This is 749 pounds, 340 kilos.
And he's going for a personal best here as well. You know, a lot of these guys, they don't always go for a world record, but they can go for a personal best. And for them, you know, it sometimes feels like a world record. You know, that's the best they've ever done.
Yeah.
You know, and to do that after all the traveling and everything, to do that at the world stage is
impressive.
It's very impressive.
These guys, they're all champions in their own right. That
he got that eye.
Let's see what happens. Yep, they got it.
Yeah,
they got it.
Sides got him.
But you know, it wasn't that he lacked in strength. It's just a tiny little bit in depth. Oh boy. Okay, here comes
going up
Kovalov.
Going up 390 to Kovalov.
Okay, Kovalov. All right, and then after that will be Sen Yang. Sen Yang's going to 407.5.
And this will also be a personal best for Kovalov by 5 kilos.
Yeah.
All right, 390. This is the same weight that Sen Yang opened on.
859 pounds.
He's being coached by one of the best coaches and lifters ever in Ukraine.
From the Ukraine.
Victor Nalaikin. He's got the best coaching.
He coaches all of the Masters team for the Ukraine too. Victor does. Nice depth. That looked like I'd say yes.
Might get red from the sides. Oh yeah, you were right.
It was a little bit slow in the middle there, but that was strong. Okay, guess what? Here's our last squat of the session. Last squat of the day.
7.5 kilos.
2.5 kilos above his world record.
Second squat over 400.
Says the cameraman next to me. He's shaking his head.
Almost 4 times his body weight.
No confidence, Richard.
Almost 4 times his body weight. Sen Yang.
These lifters are all 231 pounds, 105 kilos. That's their body weight. 105 kilo. I think that's 231.5 pounds if you want to be accurate.
But this is kilos.
That's true. That's true. 407. Oh.
He has to get his knees locked. Oh, no.
No. He didn't get stable before he started.
No.
And I
just couldn't get depth and fell backwards. And, you know, he's so lucky Big Mike was standing behind him.
You know, there is a lot of truth to that comment there. Mike helped support him. Mike prevented him from. And you got, you know, that kind of weight on your back, plus you're 230 pounds. Mike had to stabilize that.
Yeah. All right.
When he backed out, you could see he couldn't stop shaking.
Okay, we have a 20-minute break now, and then we start with the bench press.
20 minutes.
20-minute break. We'll see you soon.
See you soon.
And we welcome you back at the World Sub-Junior and Junior Powerlifting Championships. We just finished the men's 105 squats. I'm Heinrich Jansen van Rensburg, and I'm sitting here with Bill
Helmick.
Bill Helmick from US of A.
Specifically, New Mexico, USA.
All right, we
We
just,
by the way, just to make a kind of little point here, New Mexico is part of the United States, although there are many that don't realize that.
New Mexico.
New Mexico.
Not old Mexico, New
No,
Mexico.
New Mexico. Well, Big Mike and Nick are the two spotters here. We have two of the heaviest spotters in the the meet.
In the world.
Yeah.
Right, because, you know why? Because we got a world record coming up, not on, let's check here, the junior world record is, well, he's got, Simaken, he dropped his opener now from 295 to 290.
How about the sub-junior record?
The junior record is 295.
Okay, that's going to be probably
so
on the...
Simaken is probably going to go that on his second.
Yep.
And the sub-junior record is 250. I don't see that being broken.
That's not going to happen
No,
today.
that's not going to
then.
happen.
Okay, and here comes our first sub-junior lifter, Yamada Masashiro Yamada. Oh, a little bit of bobble there. I think that was going to be downward movement. Yep.
Up and down on the bar of blue card, that is no lift.
Yeah.
You don't want to see that in your first attempt.
Low in the bar
No, you
for
don't.
Wesley Brown. This is Wesley Brown. Bars loaded. 150 kilos.
150 kilos up next for Brown.
330 pounds. Wes is only 17 years old, and he started when he was 13. This is the only USA lifter in this session, the only 231-pound, 105-kilo lifter from the U.S.
You know, you would think because this World Championships is in the U.S., they will have lifters competing into juniors. There's no U.S. representation in the 105 juniors. You only got the one in the sub-junior.
Wow, that was fast. If you blinked, you missed that one. And interestingly, Wes has a narrow grip. So a lot of tricep, a lot of shoulder.
You see that a lot with new lifters coming in.
That's true.
Especially when they bench raw, but you don't want to put your hands more inwards than it's permissible when you're in a bench shirt.
No, because you don't use the bench shirt then.
No, not at all.
The shirt is not helping you. It's basically you're doing it all with your own, without the shirt.
Yeah.
And here comes Kuyakovsky. Now, him and Brown are going to be neck and neck when we start getting into deadlifts. Now, interestingly enough, it looks like Kuyakovsky is really, really torqued on the shirt. He's got a very wide grip.
Shirt is tight.
He's pulled it down in front. His pecs are up. Gets the squat command, or start command, I'm sorry. Yeah. Nice looking lift.
That was pretty fast. Now, at least we know now why his shirt was so tight.
Yeah. In this case, speed down translates into speed up, too. Okay, here comes Hashimoto at 180 kilos. A little bit of a jump over Kuyakovsky. Ryusi.
Hashimoto.
Yeah. Japanese are technicians when it comes to bench. You can see his wrist cocked out to the side. Spotters were loaded, or ready for that. They saw it happening, and they caught that.
You have some of your best spotters there, so they don't need to worry.
Yeah, I mean, they could see pretty much what's going to happen as it's happening, and so they were ready for that when that started to go to his face, and Big Mike and Luke there, they picked it up right off. In that case, floating to the face, that would have hurt. Tim Litau from Germany is your lifter.
That was a pretty solid bench, but I think he only got about 5 kilos more in that one.
Yeah. I thought, I'm asking him, what did you feel? Did you think he had his head move on that?
No, I think that was all right.
Sorry there, I had to sneeze. Danilo Kovalov. 260.
There's only 8 lifters here, so it is moving pretty fast.
Yes, it does.
And that can be sometimes, I would say, not a bad thing for the lifters, but they only got 7 more attempts after them until they have to lift again. So there's not so much resting for them in between.
So maybe 8, 9, 10 minutes maybe in between each attempt, max. And it could be shorter than that depending on how fast the spotter loaders are.
That was a solid bench from Kovala.
Yeah.
He's looking really good today.
He had that shirt really tightened down too.
Yeah, well, that's the thing with shirts. You can't just, everybody thinks, put a shirt on. Yeah, you will bench 40 kilos more, 50 or 60, whatever the number it is. No, it doesn't just happen. Paul, about shirt benching and so on. We both know.
Yeah, you do too. You're a good bencher.
You can't just put a shirt on and suddenly, boom, you bench just that.
No.
You have to trade it. It is a skill.
And you have to learn how to use the shirt.
Yeah.
The shirt just doesn't come automatic. You have to learn how to use it, how to adjust it, and there are so many adjustments on a bench shirt. There's not much you can adjust raw, is there?
No. Otherwise, that weight's just going to drop on your head.
And that's a good lift for Yang.
Lift is good.
265. And now we go for Simakin 290. Now, his best is a 300.
And the world record is standard, which is 295.
Bars loaded, Roman Simhakan.
Yeah.
So this is a pretty big bench.
90 kilo
This will be the biggest bench at the Worlds this week.
Yep. Notice now that his personal best is actually greater than the world record, which means that he probably did it in a national or lower meet in Russia. But in order to set a world record now, you have to set it at an international meet with international referees. So, but it does prove that he can handle this weight.
His original opener was actually 295.5, over the world record. He just dropped it down to 290.
Be conservative, get in. I don't think so.
No, there was downward movement.
I agree.
And actually, it was something happened there the first time I've actually seen him live. When he got the press command, he didn't go up. He went right. And then he went up. Now look on the press command. He went whoop, right, and then he went up.
Onto his right arm.
You must go up, not left or right.
The right arm would be the arm closest to the viewer of the screen here. And it did go right.
Okay,
maybe
in a world of trouble.
Yeah, that doesn't help. We've got 2 lifters, well, three actually, I'm sorry, who haven't made their opening bench yet. Hashimoto, Shimakin, and Yamada. Yamada coming up right now. And Yamada took a jump anyway. Jumped at 5 kilos.
This is the start of the second attempts now.
152.5 kilos.
He also doesn't use a belt. Very custom by the Japanese lifters.
I kind of think that they actually want the shirt to ride up on them. Maybe as they're bringing the bar down. That looks solid, yes.
Much, much better.
Yeah, and it's again like we commented earlier about how in some instances it almost seems like the second and third lifts are better.
You know what? I would also get that if my whole team sits in the front row till the back row and cheers me on.
That helps also, doesn't it? Here comes Wesley Brown again.
Bars loaded, Wesley Brown, 165 kilos.
Wesley Brown.
Interesting thing happened up on the platform there. You notice that Luke and Big Mike switched sides for, I'm not sure what reason. Maybe it was because of the cameras. Yeah, really? I wonder why. Mike was blocking too much of the camera on the... Okay, here's Wesley Brown, USA.
How solid was that?
That's solid.
He should maybe think of putting his hands a little bit outside the ring, more out. Was
train wider.
While his hands is so close to each other, you know, the range of motion is also longer now.
That's correct. His bench stroke is maybe a couple inches more, maybe? Much? Hashimoto is next. He's retaking 180 now. This is one of the three lifters that we had said earlier. Yamada, Hashimoto, Shimakin have not made their opener yet. So this is one of those three.
What's more important, the media or the jury table? That's better.
Ooh, what are the referees going to say? I think downward. Yes, it was downward.
The rack man? Sorry, his butt came off. Sorry, his butt came off the bench, ladies and gentlemen. Your butt must stay flat on the bench. Butt came off the bench. He'll be back. Kukalovsky,
Alright, he got buttocks that just came off the bench.
2.5 kilos for the Russian. Bars loaded.
Kuyakov from Russia, 18 years old. Now, all three of the sub-juniors are in the competition. They've all three made a bench. And Kuyakov and Brown are still just...
They're just going at each other.
Going at each other. Oh, that looked very easy. Good bar speed, nice control, and definitely shows up 3 white lights. Okay, kind of looked like he was advising his coach to be a little bit conservative on the next jump. Maybe 5 kilos, you think? Although that looked pretty darn easy. Here comes Tim Litau.
From Germany.
When you're so close with your competitor, you know, even 2.5 kilos can make the difference.
Yes.
So 2.5 to 5 kilos.
In some cases, it's better to make all your lifts in that kind of situation rather than gamble. Yep, downward movement. Spotters catch it.
All right, load the bar up, ladies
Good
and
catch.
gentlemen.
Okay.
Kovalov. Then Yang and Samak Hein.
Kovalov.
Bars loaded.
$262. This is a 10-kilo jump for Danilo from Ukraine. Narrow foot placement. Oh, that was good bar speed. Good, that was easy.
That was pretty fast.
Yeah. Don't blink. Yes.
Load the bar up to an even 600
All right.
pounds. The bar is loaded.
Sen Yang, here he comes.
272.5 kilos. This is Chinese Taipei. Let me hear you, Chinese
Squats
Taipei.
over 700, benches over 600. This is impressive, young man.
How easy was that?
600-pound bench. Can anybody clap?
970.
Oh my gosh. Now
272
he's sitting here
kilos.
with a 10-kilo lead over Kovalov. That's,
All right, here we
you know,
go.
keeps it at it. This is going to be hard for
290
anybody to come catch him.
kilos.
All right, now we go to 290 for Shimakin. He missed this, remember. This is, we've got Hashimoto and Shimakin here. Have to make their bench get in this. This would be horrible to have Shimakin
Roman.
miss all three.
Yeah, and he even dropped his opener.
Yeah. And he had a. Okay. Had troubles with his squats too. Remember, this was the dive bomb squatter, if I recall correctly. Russia has one lifter in the juniors and one lifter in the sub-juniors.
He needs this one.
Touches really low.
Oh, that
Flares
looks better.
it back. That's a lot better. Yeah.
He should get that.
And the lift is good
2 to 1.
2 to 1.
He'll probably go 295 next, just for the record.
Yeah.
All right,
And
let's go to the top of the order.
call there was downward movement on the side referee.
Yamada.
Okay, now we're going down to reload. We're on third attempts now.
Got Randy Earl.
And here comes Masahiro
You got
Yamada.
Alex Gustafson, who created his own row in the front.
And he made a, wow,
Bars loaded.
15-kilo jump. Big jump.
Masahiro. Japan, 167.
You know, interestingly, maybe this is what he expected to do all along. And he just said, okay, I missed the first one, but I'm going to make it just according to my plan anyway. I'm the heck with it. I missed it. Doesn't matter. It's no change. I'm just going to stick with the plan. That's a risky gamble, folks. One thing I noticed about the Japanese lifters, they all seem to wear on the bench like a deadlift slipper.
Yeah, some do that. No.
All right, give Japan a round of
Yeah,
applause.
some people on the bench like totally flat soles, like sometimes slippers or Converse, and then some like
The elevated heel.
little bit with the heel.
Yeah. You know, one of the issues with the shoes that you have to be conscious of when you're planning on these kind of things is that the referees, and I think maybe Heinrich mentioned this earlier on one of the other sessions, was that the sole of the shoe isn't always flat. And the referees, they'll look at that and they'll think, oh, maybe their foot is not flat. But it's actually the way the shoe was constructed.
Yes.
And so some lifters will buy shoes purposely just to show the referee, hey, this is a flat sole. Of course, they still have to keep the foot flat. Here's Wesley Brown. And brings it in. And it stalls on him.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Now, Kwiatkowski will gain some ground here. If he makes this, he only took a 5-kilo jump to 187.5. Before he comes in, we'll have Hashimoto will do his. Hashimoto has to make this lift because he is on his third attempt. He's missed both of the first and second attempts at the same weight, 180 kilos. He needs this to stay in the meet for the projected total.
All right, he needs this lift to stay in the competition. He's struggled for. We've seen lifters this week come back from this, miss 2 attempts, and come back.
I thought he almost broke his elbows like he was fixing to start.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he started to windmill. He had a lot of technical errors on that one.
Give him a round of applause.
Okay, he did not make a bench. Spotters have been getting a little bit of a workout on this one because they've had to catch a couple 3.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? You will see at the end of the round, Simaken is going 300.5.
Yes.
Now, he struggled with 290, but his personal best is 300, if I'm correct. So maybe he's going just over his record, or over his personal best,
Yeah.
which would be a record. That's why he just chipped it. But I don't think 300.5 might have been a wise choice. He did struggle a little bit on his second.
Well, you know, but we've seen lifters here, and I'm not saying you're wrong. It's just it seems like they improve with each lift. Of course, he missed his on his first. Simaken did. And here we have Kwiatkowski. Wow, and that was fast. Very strong looking lift. Yeah. Now, that only represented a 5 kilo, and remember that I made the comment that I thought he commented to his coach, be a little conservative, and they didn't move it up much, but it was still a good lift.
Now we're going to move to Germany, 240 kilos.
240 kilos for Tim Lithau. Tim missed 235, which is about a 12.5 kilo jump. Now he's going to take a 5 kilo jump, even though he missed it. Every kilo counts. Currently sitting in projected 4th position, but depending on how he did in his deadlift, he's got a pretty decent deadlift. He might gain some ground.
Maybe gain some ground on Simaken for 3rd place.
Ooh, that one.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly that. And that's how he felt.
Oh, my God. I mean, you saw it on the screen there. The bar went toward his neck, right off of his touch point. And
that's why we have safety racks.
Yeah. There was an incident involving a college student in California that was a tailback, I believe, in football, that he dropped it on his throat because a lot of the college training gyms do not have safety racks on their benches. Even the football teams will train on benches that don't have safety racks.
Yeah.
Which he dropped it on his neck. He lived, but, you know, he cost him an NFL career. These save lives, folks. Touches.
Right.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
You see how fast that was? Holy cow. That was too.
3 white lights, but you're
Yeah,
good.
that was
Sen
good.
Yang should watch out because Ukraine is coming for him.
You're right.
Sen Yang.
And he doesn't have much behind him either. I mean, there's only a gap of 12 and a half. So Yang here is now coming up. Kovalov just did that, and that looked really impressive. And their deadlifts are the same opening. Okay, Sin Yang coming in, 275. Now, this is a very, very conservative jump, just 2.5. Maybe he felt that
That might be the smartest.
right at.
Oh, wow.
That didn't look like it should have been. That wasn't that hard. I'm surprised that, judging by that, he didn't take a bigger jump. But
you know what? Very, very interesting. If you look at Yang and Kovalov,
yeah,
the difference in body weight is 1 gram.
I didn't notice that until you just pointed it out. 1 gram. 104.68, 104.69. 1 gram.
Okay, we got a world junior record coming up with 300.5, which is half a kilo above his own personal best, and 5.5 kilos above the world record.
Yes. So he's going after both a personal best and a world record.
So he's going for this. Everybody's cheering him on.
One thing I like about this is that, you know, it isn't just your own countrymen that cheer you, it's other countries cheer you too. They're just as impressed as we are.
This is a big, big weight.
Right at 662, 63.
And he presses it. Does he lock it out? Does he get
He did lock it
wow.
out. He did lock it out.
And that is, not.
Wow.
Up and down from the ball. I saw the left-hand side.
On the,
up and down.
the up and down. I can't see what one side judge got.
Yellow and
The other side judge got blue, didn't he?
yeah, there was up and down. There was up and down on the bar there, and his right foot, the heel went up.
Yeah.
A bit. So,
Okay.
well, that was quite exciting. And
It was. Now,
yeah.
look at where they are projected now. Yang 975, Kovalov 962. All right, we got a 20-minute break, and we will come back with the deadlifts.
And then we will see who's going to be our new world champion.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. See you soon.
All right, we would like to welcome you back to the World Sub-Junior and Junior Powerlifting Championships in Orlando, Florida. We have the 105 kilogram men, and the deadlift is about to start. I'm Heinrich Jansen van Rensburg, and I'm sitting next to Bill.
Helmick.
All right, we got 8 lifters here, Bill. One of them just bombed on the bench, Hashimoto from Japan.
Yes, sad. We've lost one lifter, is all we've lost. Brings it down to only 7 lifters. Actually, only 4 lifters competing for the total in that weight class, because the lifter that just bombed was in the juniors 105. We have 3 lifters, and it kind of looks like our closest contest is going to be between Kovalov from Ukraine and Yang from Chinese Taipei. They are about 7 kilos apart, roughly. Okay, I want to see what they thought about that one. I think, they gave it to him.
Oh, yeah.
I think he unlocked his knees because he leaned back so far. Yes, I do. So, in my eyes, all 3 referees missed that. But I'm not the referee, so...
You are a referee. I am a referee, but we're not the referees.
Yeah, actually, Heinrich said we are a referee. We both referee. Heinrich's a Category 1 referee, too, by the way.
Yeah.
Category 1 is the highest level in the International Powerlifting Federation. Highest level referee.
Yes.
Hashimoto from Japan, 220 kilos. You know, something that I find a little bit kind of amusing in a way is why lifters wear wrist wraps in the deadlift.
Can I tell you why?
I have one idea. Go ahead.
For better grip.
Train your grip, then.
It's honestly, it is for better grip.
Really?
That's what I've been told. I'm not a deadlift specialist.
Oh.
So I can tell you, but from what I've been told, it's just to get a little bit better grip.
I can see maybe if you were to wrap your hand with your fist clenched, wrap it really tight, maybe it would prevent it from opening up a little bit. But that's the opposite. You want to make it squeeze more. So okay. I know that people say that, think that.
But then you get people that for example, benches without the wrist wraps.
Yeah. Where there you really think that they should use it, because the reason for it is to prevent their wrist from cocking back. So, but I don't wear wrist wraps in deadlift, by the way.
Yeah. Me neither.
There he goes. That was a little slow.
See, Malkin looks like he's struggling.
On that one, yes, it did.
Ivan Kulikovsky.
Now, Simakin, he is sitting currently in the projected 3rd position, but Litau is not that far behind, and that was a little bit of a struggle by Simakin. So maybe possibly Litau could come up a little bit. Doesn't have too far to go. All right, now we've got Kuyakovsky.
Loaded, says Chief Referee Nakatani-san.
Brown and Kuyakovsky here are pretty close together, and they're both opening with their deadlift the exact same number. Brown is down a total of 30 kilos. It's a lot of ground to make up on the deadlift. We got a hook grip. Both hands over, pronated.
And he's got knee wraps on. Why does he have knee wraps on while he did?
There's a couple of reasons. Some lifters feel that what it does is it gives you just a tiny little bit of rebound off the bottom if you squat into it. You got to get your knees bent to be able to get that rebound. There's a difference, though, when you wrap your knees for deadlifts, you have to start at the top and wrap down. Otherwise, you can hook as you're pulling up. You hook your fingers under the knee wrap. Wow, that was fast. Oh, did he let go of the bar?
It almost looked like he was going to drop the ball.
Yeah, and by the way, I don't think we've ever mentioned this yet, but you cannot drop the bar. You have to maintain control of the bar.
You have to put the bar down under your control.
Yes. And dropping the bar is a red light. It's interesting, you see people come over from CrossFit, and they will they'll pull it up, and they're standing up and just let go.
All right, Tim Lato.
Germany, 285.
Bars loaded.
Have a couple of 3 people in the audience that are cheering for him here.
Oh, that was fast.
Nice looking deadlift.
Maybe he will push a Samarkand.
Yeah, it's not inconceivable.
300 kilos. Our last 2 lifters are going to pull 300.
Yeah, Yang and Kovalov here, both opening at the same amount. Yang has a 12.5 kilo lead. Kovalov, we'll see what not a lot of margin here. They're not tied, but then again, it's not. You can't make any bobbles in this.
No. Oh,
he's not locked out.
He's not locked out.
His hips did not lock out. He's got. Yeah, he got called on.
His shoulders wasn't locked out.
Yeah, but that was the wrong card.
Now look at it.
He got carded.
That's not locked.
None of them got that.
Paul, I think you must go tell them.
I don't think they'd allow me near the platform. Okay. Danilo Kovalov.
Beautiful lockout, 3 white lights. Bazayev.
And we had 3 white lights for both of the lifters, last 2 lifters.
All right,
and that was the same amount. And let's see what they put in for the next 2 attempts. Or second attempts, I should. 307 for Yang. 7.5 kilo jump.
Kovalov is probably going to go 312.5. So then he will equal the subtotal or the total from Yang.
Yep. See what
and if it's in the same total, he's going 320.
Whoa. That's
okay.
That is more than neither one of us would thought.
That will be 7.5 kilos above Yang.
Put him ahead.
And you know what? Yang's deadlift didn't look so strong as Kovalov's did.
And remember, you mentioned this way back. Kovalov here is 1 gram.
1 gram.
It almost sounds like it can't be, doesn't it?
How much does an egg weigh? 10 grams?
Oh, at least. An egg?
An egg. Chicken egg.
Way more than 10 grams.
So it's a 10th of a chicken egg.
He went backwards. Yeah.
All right. That wasn't
pretty.
But Yamada went up with 22 kilos. That was quite a big of a jump.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, here. Now it's going to be Hashimoto.
Hashimoto, 240 on the bar. Samakin on deck. Kulikovsky in the hole.
I'm not sure how to pronounce his first name. Ryusai, maybe.
Hashimoto.
Yeah. That's okay. Yeah.
I would go for Hashimoto.
We could do that one. Hey. And he unfortunately missed out on it, bombed out on his bench. So he's not going to be able to build a total. And right now he's sitting in 5th spot on the deadlift. Not going to medal on the deadlift platform either.
This is good.
The present projection.
Build the bar for Roman, Russia.
Okay. Now we're going to go to Shimakin. Roman Shimakin, 260 kilos. Currently sitting in the 3rd position right now. Remember, he had the best bench and tried for a world record.
Yeah, he had a bench of 290 kilos.
Yeah, tried for a world record at 300.5. Okay, now sitting here in 3rd place, projected. 4th place in the deadlift. Oh, did not get that one. That doesn't help. Okay. Now, what were we talking about? Litau might possibly pull up on him. Okay. Litau is now going to be doing 300. And right now, Shimakin only has, he made 250.
Lito is jumping conservatively. So if he gets this, he will only be 15 kilos behind Simatskin. And he's also lighter body weight. So
he can move into the bronze medal position.
I think he's going more for on body weight than anything else.
Yeah,
and not giving him a big jump so he can jump into that 3rd place.
This is probably a good, smart strategy here. Of course, we haven't seen him pull yet. And remember, this is the one that Heinrich mentioned that he's wearing knee wraps. I'm sorry, I keep tongue-tied there.
Yeah, you don't see that a lot.
No, you don't. Knee wraps and hook grip. Flatten your back.
You tend to see a lot of hook grip deadlifts these days, you know, the past year even.
Yes, and it is an advantage. I will grant you that. It keeps the bar closer to your shins. You actually shortens your deadlift stroke maybe about a ½ an inch.
Yeah.
You don't windmill. There are advantages to it. It's just painful.
Painful in your hands.
Oh, your thumb. People who have done hook grip style deadlifting for a long time, it actually flattens out your thumb too.
Yeah.
Which is unusual.
All right, Wesley Brown, he went up 20 kilos.
Yeah.
You know, his opener was so fast. You know, hopefully he can pull 300.
Yeah.
He might even go for that.
And Wesley is one of the only ones here that's doing a conventional pull. There you go. I swear to you, he looks like he drops the bar.
Yeah.
They are not picking up on that.
Thank you, Mama. Tim Lightoe, 300 kilos. Ben Kovalov. I'm sorry, then Yang.
Here comes Tim Litau now. Now his best PR, personal best on this is 305, and he's pulling 300, which is 661. You've got wipe the bar down.
We'll see if this is going to be a smart move from Leto.
Yeah. 50. Remember that was we commented it was a 15 kilo jump. He's got to make up a little bit of ground here, and he's not going to try and make it up all in one big jump. And based on Samakin missing his last one and actually moving up on it, he's hoping maybe he'll miss it twice in a row. Yep.
Yeah, that was a pretty stellar.
Yeah. I think Litau is hoping, and Samakin on his part, he moved it up because he realizes he's got to stay ahead of Litau to get the bronze. So he can't just coast, so to speak. All right.
Okay, Senyang going 307. So if he pulls 307 and Kovalov pulls his 320, they're both on the same total.
Yep. And it all then would come down to the last pull, wouldn't it? Last time we saw this, both of us thought that Sen Yang did not lock out. He's better that one. That was better.
This is good. All right, here comes Kovalov from Ukraine.
And here comes Kovalov from Ukraine.
If Kovalov pulls this, both Kovalov and Yang will be tied going into the final attempts.
Now, this was a bigger jump than both Heinrich and I expected him to take. But what it does is it ties him going into the last attempt.
Yeah.
Now, in this case lot number, Yang has got a lower lot number. So if they both put in the same weight, Yang will go first. Yang puts in 315. Here comes Kovalov. Kovalov tightens his lats.
That was a pretty solid deadlift.
That was a good solid deadlift. And we thought that was going to be too big a jump, but that did not look like too big a jump. That looked just about right. Okay, now we're going to down low. We're getting ready to start our third attempts here. And Yamato will be our first lifter. He's going to retake what he missed on his second attempt here. He's going to go back and do 217.5 again. Now, as it stands right now, Kuliakovsky is at 772 with a projected total based on his next attempt of 777.5. Brown has a projected total if they both make their attempts at 772. So they're 5 kilos projected apart from Kuliakovsky and Brown. So I'm expecting to see a change based upon what Kuliakovsky did. Brown will make a change.
Yeah, we will see some changes, yeah.
Yeah. And Kuliakovsky took a very conservative 5 kilo jump. He may change that just to push Brown. Because Brown's going to have to take a big jump to play catch up.
All right.
Just
have you
too
noticed
heavy.
He doesn't lift in a deadlift for squat set.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
16 years
Lifting in a singlet. That was a raw lift. All right. So now we go to 252.5 for Hashimoto. Just lifting to deadlift. This is not going to go toward the total. Because did not make 3 attempts on the bench. So it's just lifting to lift for his own personal gratification, let's say. Ryusi Hashimoto, Japan. 12.5 kilo jump, about 25 pounds roughly. No lift. He lost his grip too, and
you know, while he was setting up, it almost looked like he was almost like right there. It looked like he's gonna pull.
Yes.
Nah, there was nothing there. There was there was no power left there.
I think personally that it looked like he didn't get his back flat and his lats tight enough before he started the pull. Okay, here comes Simakin. Now, remember, Litau and Simakin are...
If Simakin missed this, Litau will probably go up with 10 kilos more.
Yes. And remember, he missed this, Simakin did, on his second attempt. So
No,
Ooh, he
no.
did miss it too.
He didn't even move it.
Didn't even, yeah.
Okay, so we will see Germany up their weight, I would think, with 10 more kilos.
Just to, yes.
I mean, then you will,
60.
and if Leitao gets that, he will move into third place.
And Leitao is lighter.
Like
You will
3
move him
kilos.
up. Yeah, all he has to do is tie.
Yeah, and as we guessed it, he is going up 10 kilos, so he's going for 315.
Yep.
If he pulls 315, he will be the bronze medalist.
And that's only a 15-kilo jump from what he's already done, and he looked pretty strong at that, too. So there's a good chance. All right, now, here comes Kuliakovsky. Now, he is sitting currently at the number 2 position in the deadlift, but he is number 1 on projected if he makes this at 777.5. Knee wraps, hook grip, nice form on his last pull. Back's nice and flat. That's a good lift. Guarantee it.
That was a super strong lift there.
Yeah.
Oh, he gets that. All
Now,
right.
that puts the burden on Wesley Brown.
And there is a change, and it will probably go up to 305.
305, and that's what he did. And in this case, what
They
he will
will
do,
tie if he gets this.
and win on body weight.
There's a lot of ties here.
But you never go into this thinking I'm going to go after the win based on body weight. No, you don't plan on winning on body weight.
Right.
Now,
But he's jumping 25 kilos.
That's a huge
But
jump.
this is all or nothing.
yeah, he's already got second. That's
Bar loaded.
Yeah, second is not an issue. He's going for the gold.
Let's give Wesley Brown a big round of applause. Gold medal pull on body weight.
Got a good cheering crowd out here.
Gold medal win
Now,
on
Wesley,
body weight.
if I remember correctly, I think Wesley Brown is the only conventional puller in this flight. So,
Give him a round of applause for that.
Oh, it was just a little bit too much for him.
yep. You know, one of the characteristics you notice about a conventional pull, they're fast off the floor.
Yeah.
And then,
So Kulikovsky from Russia wins.
yep.
And Brown from USA in second, and Yamada from Japan in third.
In
We got 3 lifts remaining, and all 3 lifts will determine what's the places, the top 3, the podium.
Yes. Leitao will be pulling first, and if
He's
he
going
makes
for
this,
bronze.
he goes bronze.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get it, he remains in fourth. And then we'll go for the Yang and Kovalov.
Come on, Germany!
Here comes Tim Leitao.
This is for a German to go for third place. He wants a spot on that podium.
Big, tall lifter. 694 pounds.
He pulls it. He gets it to his knees. Oh.
Right as he started, if they
Just
show it on the
couldn't get
replay,
that.
he lost his back.
Yeah.
Watch.
All right, here comes
See?
Yang.
Just there. Yeah.
Oh, that's so bad.
Okay, we got 2 lifts remaining, and that will. Yeah, we know who's the third place. Shemanskin from Russia, but who will be first and second?
Now, Yang pulls first, so if he makes this, wow,
Currently in the
he will
silver
total
medal
990 if he makes this, or 982 if he doesn't. And right now they're dead tied if they both miss, let's say.
gold medal
And
position.
in this case, Kovalov is
No limit.
nope.
So
You know-
Sen Yang
Go ahead. I was going.
is
James.
second place. So Sen Yang doesn't win just because on body weight. At the moment,
At the moment,
he's still. The top 2 lifters have the same total.
at the same total. And assuming Kovalov doesn't make 325,
He will still win
he still wins.
on body weight.
On body weight, because he is
Right now
0.01
has won the gold
grams
medal.
heavier.
1 gram.
Lighter.
1 gram lighter. You know, this has happened.
It's actually 10 grams.
10 grams.
Yeah, he's an egg lighter.
Egg lighter.
But the Ukrainian weighs 1/100th
Of a kilo. 1/100th of a
of a
kilo.
pound of a kilo less.
Maybe Sen Yang shouldn't have eaten so many eggs this morning.
The bar is loaded.
Should not have, right? Yeah.
All right, Kovalov for the win. Well, he wins anyway.
He wins anyway. There's not any pressure here, but there's mental. Nice setup, though. Nice setup. Nope. Downward movement, and
He won by 1/100th.
No, but Kovalov wins. The first and second place here was the second and third place last year. Just switched around now. So Kovalov from Ukraine wins with Yang from Chinese Taipei in silver. And we got Simakin from
Simakin
Russia. You know, Lito, who's in fourth place from Germany, he almost had that
yes.
Podium spot.
Look at something interesting. Notice the third attempts.
Everyone missed their third attempt deadlifts except Kulakovsky from Russia in the sub-juniors. Right, we thank you for joining us for this afternoon session.
And
for the men's 105 kilo. Tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock local time here in Florida, we start with the 120 and the 120 plus kilo class.
Yes. They will have the medal ceremony here shortly. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow.
giving out the medals in this session is Farshid Sultani, President of the Asian Powerlifting Federation. Give Farshid a round of applause. Thank you. All right, all the lifters are going to get participation medals because they're already all world champions right here, but just because they've got invited to the World Championship. They're already all winners. Farshid will give each one a participation medal. All right, Sasha, you ready? Let's go. 105 kilo weight class, sub-junior category squat, bronze medal, Japan, Masahiro Yamada. Silver medal, United States of America, Wesley Brown. Gold medal winner, Russia, Ivan Kulivkovsky. Ivan Kulivkovsky. Photos. Thank you, gentlemen. You may step back now. Let's move on to the bench press. Bronze medal, Japan, Masahiro Yamada. Silver medal, Wesley Brown, United States of America. Gold medal, Russia, Ivan Kulikovsky. Photos. Thank you, gentlemen. You may step back now. Let's move on to the deadlift now. Bronze medal, Masahiro Yamada, Japan. Silver medal, Russia, Ivan Kulikovsky. And the gold medal winner, United States of America, Wesley Brown. Photos. All right, Wesley, change places with Ivan. Stay there, just change places. Stay there. Ivan, step up. All right, total category, ladies and gentlemen, bronze medal winner, Japan, Masahiro Yamada. Silver medal, United States of America, Wesley Brown. And the gold medal winner, hailing from Russia, Ivan Kulikovsky. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the Russian national anthem. Big round of applause for our 3 winners. Let's move on to our next category now, 105 kilo, 5 kilo weight class, junior category, squat, bronze medal, Germany, Tim Leito. Silver medal, Ukraine, Danilo Kovalov. And the gold medal, Chinese Taipei, Sen Yang. Photos. Thank you, gentlemen. You may step back now. Bench press. Bronze medal winner, Ukraine, Danilo Kovalov. Silver medal, Chinese Taipei, Sen Yang. Gold medal winner, Russia, Roman Simakhin. Photos. Thank you, gentlemen. You may step back now. Deadlift now. Bronze medal, Germany, Tim Leito. Silver medal, Chinese Taipei, Sen Yang. Gold medal, Ukraine, Danilo Kovalov. All right, thank you, gentlemen. You may step back now. All right, total category, Russia, bronze medal, Roman Simakhin. And look at the board up there, ladies and gentlemen. Silver and gold, 982.5 to 982.5, and all that separated them by body weight, separated them was 1/100th of a kilo. Silver medal, Chinese Taipei, Sen Yang. And the gold medal winner hailing from Ukraine, Danilo Kovalov. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the Ukrainian national anthem. Big round of applause for all of our winners. All right, bring it back up. Hold on, Alex. Get the Russian back. Get the Russian. Roman. Thank you. You may step back now, and Alex will escort our individuals off the platform, and the audience will give them a continuous round of applause as they get escorted off the platform. Come on now, let them hear you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Germany! Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.